Okay, welcome back to Bitcoins in Pajamas. Now, what is happening with Bitcoin? Now, I've got a little, an interesting thought, an interesting update on where I see Bitcoin going from here. Now, obviously, for the past 5 months, we've been in a downtrend. It's been hard on many people, and this is what I believe is going to happen. So I think we're still in a downtrend. So people who want Bitcoin to go up, all the bulls, it's not good to know that we're probably still in a downtrend, but we definitely are in a downtrend. We keep making lower highs. So we come down, get up to here, try to go up 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 here, here. It sort of is getting lower and lower and lower. So there's a lot of downward pressure. Now looking at moving averages, we've just crossed over once again. So the white line goes above the red. So the 149 goes above the 66, and this is putting even more downward pressure. We're starting to see some volume come out. It's just, it was quite large. Now it's sort of dropping off. What I believe has to happen for us to go from a bear market, which we've been in since the middle of December in Bitcoin, to a bull market, is for us to complete a full market cycle. And I believe for that to happen, we have to actually go lower than this point here. 5,991 around there US dollars. If we can get lower than that, so if it does drop down, I believe there's going to be, it might move up a little bit, but then I think it's just going to get squashed down in the downtrend. There's more selling pressure than buying pressure for sure. So therefore, I believe it's going to get squashed, and it's going to get squashed until we hit that lowest point. Now, when we actually surpass this point, hopefully it doesn't go below 5,000. Hopefully it's between 5,000 and 6,000. Then I believe we're going to be in a full upward cycle for our next impulsive move. I think there's a lot of money on the sidelines. I think a lot of institutional investors are waiting for this market cycle to complete itself. No one wants to lose money. Everyone's waiting for the bottom, especially these big moneyed investors. And if you're looking at this, you're saying most likely we're in a downtrend. We're in a downtrend. We're in a bear market. So not that much huge amount of money is going to come in to this bear market. The trend is your friend. We're in a downtrend. Now, if we can bottom out just within the 5,000 to 6,000 mark, I think these institutional investors will see that as a massive buying opportunity and jump in around that price. I think they're looking to get in around that price. So they're not going to pay something that they think they can get for 5,000 if it's at 7,500 and it's in a downtrend. Now, this isn't inherently bad. If you believe, as I do, that Bitcoin is a long-term hold, it doesn't matter. For example, if Bitcoin is going to be $100,000 at some time in the next year, it doesn't matter what it does now if you hold. If you're a trader, you're obviously going to be making money here, making money there, so you can be looking at the short-term trends. But what we want is a solid bull market to enter, and all the good stuff that we felt all the way through here to come back for our next impulsive move up. The confidence to return, the hype to return. But it's actually good when markets can correct. It's a natural expression of a market. It actually shows that it's not, a bubble. It shows that this is its real value. It's acting like a proper market. It has impulsive moves. It comes up, it tests, it goes back down, it regains. It normally comes back to somewhere like, where it started its impulse move. It comes back and touches that, which will probably be 5,000 to 6,000. And then it will in a way, it sort of then goes, okay, this market cycle's complete. If it's a long-term trend going up, then we move into the next market cycle. And if we can complete this market cycle, so I'm actually looking forward to it to go down a little bit more, because then I think the confidence will come back in. If it sort of hangs around here, 7, 8, it's just a tug of war between the bulls and the bears. If it drops down to around 5,000, then a lot of these bears who are pulling it down, who are thinking it's going lower, will actually turn long, and they'll be like, okay, no, now it's going up. It's sort of bottomed out. Now I can put all my money back into we're heading up. And when that confidence comes back into the market and the media comes in and the hype, which it will, just for its next impulse move, we're hoping for, 30, 40, 50,000 Bitcoin, and all the alts, everything's attached to Bitcoin. So whether that's a good or bad thing, but Bitcoin is the main coin at this stage, and everything's attached to it. It's the boss. So I don't think we're moving up from here. We may, but I think we're going to complete the market cycle around 5,000 to 6,000 once we bottom out under this point. So our lowest low back here, which was here, is here. I think once we sort of touch that or go a little bit lower than that, that completes the full market cycle. And from there, we're moving up. So even though, looking at this where everything's going up, I think it's a bull trap. I think, from here, for it to drop from 17,000 to say 5,000 was huge. For it to drop from 7,400 to 5,000 actually isn't a big drop, and I think that's why it's going to go there. I don't think it's that hard to get there anymore. We've sort of jumped around. It can easily drop down to 5,000. Once it gets there, then I think a lot of money is going to come in, and a lot of long-term money that's going to be long-term and holding for a very long time until the next impulse move is complete, rather than these short little trades. So that's my view. That's my opinion. Let's see where we go, and let's see what the next couple of weeks has in store for us with Bitcoin. It's an exciting market. If you're in it for the long term, nothing to worry about. If you believe that it's good long term, then, don't worry about this little stuff. Just give it a few months and allow all this to play out, and you'll actually be better off in the long term, because it will be more sustainable, because it's had its inhale, it's had its exhale, it's had its inhale, it has its exhale, and it moves up with very natural cycles. So in the long term, I think this is good. I think in the short term, we still potentially are moving down. I think this would be a bull trap, just this little upward movement. If it goes to 7,500, 8,000, I think there'll be a sell-off back down to about 5 or 6. And from there, I'm optimistic. So all the best in your trading and your holding journey, and I'll speak to you in the next video.